Hi everyone in YouTube land, welcome to my channel, and I am here with what I have on display for the month of January, and it looks like I'm trying to celebrate Addie in a way where she is now on display, and I'll show you what I have for her and what I am sort of displaying as part of her collection, or things that I think go well with her collection. So I'll start with the bed that's being offered by Be Forever. And you can see something kind of funny. I have this fabric that I ended up getting from the dollar store. And because Addie is known as a seamstress in her story, I thought this fabric would look good once I got the wrapper off and displayed it with Addy. But then something ended up happening. I have 3 of these Addy beds because I took advantage of the sale years ago where I ended up getting 2 of the Be Forever. And I think I have the one Addy original bed with the red quilt. So anyway, this quilt or bed set is my son's, and my son has like this little doctor kit. And what ended up happening was this is a stuffed animal that my son used to sleep with all the time, and we call him Mert. And anyway, he's a turtle, and his stuffing fell out, and so I'm going to have to sew some fabric onto his little tummy, and just to hold in his stuffing. And what ended up happening was this turtle, when it was brand spanking new and in its heyday, it obviously looks well loved right now, but when it was young and in its heyday, it worked as a mirror for my son. So this part had a mirror on it. And what ended up happening was over the years, the mirror started detaching itself from the turtle, which was going to be awfully dangerous if I kept my son sleeping with this turtle. And so I had to basically take it from my son and cut the mirror portion out because it wasn't a real mirror. It was like one of those toy mirrors. So anyway, I have to replace the mirror with a piece of fabric so that my son will have it again. And so that way, if he wants to use it as a cuddle buddy, like most toddlers do for stuffed animals, they usually have something that they like to cuddle with. So that can be my son's toy again. But in the meantime, I told my son that, Mert the turtle needs to go to the hospital. He needs to have have an operation. He needs to have surgery. And so my son has this doctor's kit. And every now and then my son will come in here and he'll give Mert the turtle some medicine, some faux medicine, so that he'll get better on Addie's bed. But this is really Addie's bed that my son is using as his nursing station for his turtle. So now that it's on display, I have this Addy sign, or it's really supposed to be in place of her chalkboard because I don't have her Addy Learns a Lesson play set. I don't have anything really from that set, not her desk, not anything. So I found this, I wrote Addie's name on it with chalk, and it has a gingham red and black checked pattern on it. And again, in another video, I said I like to match patterns with patterns. Even though the colors are different, it's still got the same gingham pattern. So I just decided to hang this piece of chalkboard on her bed. So that way when she gets up in the morning, she can go straight to school and grab her little chalkboard. To match the red on her chalkboard, I decided to give her a red ribbon to wear in her hair. So that is the ribbon. It's it's a gross grain material. So it's a gross grain ribbon, in her hair. And even though she's not wearing anything red, like this is her birthday outfit with the socks and her pinafore, and you can see that it has the happy birthday Addy pin on it that goes to her story. So I don't have her snood on. The snood is actually here, and it's hanging on her little lantern or her lamp. And it has like the feathers that go with the story. In the story, Addy has a bird, and so she collects the little bird feathers to put on her snood. And so that snood usually goes on Addy's hair or over Addy's hair, but I have the red ribbon on Addy's hair on my display, on my displayed Addy. And the red ribbon also goes with the cherry pie set that I have. I have the latest cherry pie set that was sold from American Girl before they retired her whole set. So it's got the Ice King ice cream maker, the flowers, and this is not the original set they had years ago that had all the bells and whistles of Pleasant Company. This is the American Girl version. But either way, I'm still happy with the set because it is original to Addy's collection. And I did purchase it at the store before they retired it. So you're not going to be able to make me feel bad about that. If anyone out there is like, well, I have the original version and it looks great and yada, 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 that's great. That's good for you. There are some people out there who have all of Addy's original pieces. I am just not that kind of person. So, what I do and what other people can do, if you are one of those people who does not have everything of Addy's, what I do is I take things from my personal life and I add it to Addy's collection. I also take things from other collections and I try to see if they're going to go with Addy's collection. Like this right here is Rebecca's hutch, and the wood on Addy's bed seems to really go well with the hutch. So I try to put those pieces together as if that belonged to Addy's family. Also, my mother and I went to the same university, and or I attended the same university that my mother went to, and my mother signed this card, or my mother's signature is on this card, and it says Dottie. And so it says for daughter and son-in-law, but it has a pie on it, and it's a cherry pie. And my favorite pie is cherry pie. So you cannot tell me that Addie's collection is not personal to me because I love cherry pie. So obviously for her to have a whole cherry pie set for her birthday with ice cream. So I love cherry pie a la mode with ice cream. So of course I'm going to have a little personalized card with Addie's cherry pie set. I also ended up finding something like this in the Dollar Tree store. And this was around Thanksgiving and it just says gather. So instead of hanging it somewhere in my kitchen, I decided I was going to hang it on the back of Addie's chair. And of course, it looks even better with her cherry pie set and my little card that my mother gave us because my mother feels like she has such a wonderful son in law. And the reason that it's signed Dottie is because someone that I went to school with remembered my mother, and he remembers her and calling her Dottie. Like, I guess she had some people who referred to her as Dottie when she was growing up at the university. And so when I ran into this particular person, he always called my mother Dottie. So that was just a little something that my mother and I shared that we had in common, was that Dottie, aka, is short for doll face. And so I know that my mother's um, grandmother was a doll collector. And I think that had something to do with my mom's nickname being Dottie, aka Dollface. So I always think that's kind of nice to have it come full circle with my doll collection, something that obviously has my mother's name on it as Dottie, and my Addy doll with her cherry pie, and it happens to be a cherry pie card. So that's a little bit of symbolism that I guess I'm in the right arena to be a doll collector. And last but not least, I have the Happy Birthday Addy original book. And I believe that this book is the first edition. I have it on a book stand. So it is the first edition because it has Felicity, Kirsten, Addy, Samantha, and Molly. So that means it came out right around the time that they debuted Addy. So that is that. And then I have Rebecca's bed here, and it is occupied by all these cloth dolls. And then I have my ballerina doll from our generation who's always somewhere on display in the doll room. So that is who I have on display for the month of January, as it's all about Addy. Okay, so on this side of the doll room, you can see the bed, and my white body Molly has been changed for the winter months back into her school outfit. And again, I'm always going to gloat about her wig. Her wig is one of the finest doll wigs that I've ever seen on a doll. And I did not replace this wig or anything. The only thing I had replaced on this white body Molly were just her eyes. But she's got such a beautiful wig, guys, when I tell you that this wig never gives me any problems. If anything, her bangs are so long they fall into her eyes. So I am glad that I got her eyes changed. I have Rebecca over here, and I also have Rebecca's new Sabbath set, and I have her old Sabbath set that just has the teacup and the custard pie and some other things. But for this Sabbath set, I really wanted the plate and the cookies to go with my display over there that I have with Addy's cherry pie. So I'm going to see how it looks on the hutch. I did promise you guys a little visual of Rebecca's hutch, so I will do that. And if I cannot squeeze more into this 13-minute video, I have my Adora dolls here, and these are all 4 of my toddler time Adora dolls. And these 3 are all in their original outfits. She is in a Adora outfit, and this outfit is very versatile because I had this outfit on my 15-inch doll, but the fact that it fits my Adora 20-inch doll is amazing, and it looks so good on her. So I'm switching her back into her meat outfit. And for those of you who might want to know, and I have some recycled bottles on the floor, so ignore that. But this was her original meat outfit. And I felt like over the years, Adora has always given us great things, but she even came with some socks, some meat socks that I use with all her other outfits. And remember, with my latest doll, Cranberry Kisses, who I named Kendall Brinkley, I had to gift her these socks because these were the shoes that she came in. And these shoes aren't even Mary Jane's. They're just regular flat shoes. This is like a satin diaper cover. It's cranberry colored, but it's a different material from this, where this is a corduroy material. And then I love her shirt. Her shirt is beautiful, and her whole outfit is great with matching barrettes and everything. But I really felt like they skimped on the socks. They could have given this doll socks. And I understand that they wanted to save money, But over the years, when it comes to African American dolls for Adora, it feels like they're always skimping on something. Like this is a Caucasian Adora doll, and she came with socks, shoes, bloomers that are the same material as her dress. She even has layers to her dress. She has all these flowers and decor or decorum, and she came with her own hair accessory. So she came with a lot, where this doll didn't even have socks. And this doll doesn't have socks either. She just came with boots, this cute pant set, as well as the dress that works as like a little coat and some earmuffs. And she didn't even have hair accessories. So I feel like over the years, or years ago, they used to have tons of things for their dolls of color. But lately, I've noticed that they started skimping on the dolls of colors outfits, where the Caucasian dolls, they will still have socks and extra things for the Caucasian dolls on their outfit. But then with some of the girls of color, their outfits will be lacking certain things, whether it be socks or just other accessories. So that's kind of my qualms with Adora. I usually don't spend my coins on Adora products because of that. I don't spend as much as I would spend on that company. I get a doll every blue moon. Like I can go years without an Adora doll, because this doll I ended up getting in 2015 or 2016. So again, when I say I can go years without spending money with Adora's company, I mean years, and I'm a doll collector. But when it comes to American Girl, they seem like every now and then they do put out a doll of color that has a quality collection. Like Claudie is a quality doll with a high quality collection of things and sets, like her bakery. With Addy, I just need them to start making more stuff again for Addy. But this is what I have for Addy, and I'm just excited about the stuff that I have for Addy. So let me go ahead and put some stuff on the hutch like I promised you guys before I go off on another tangent. Okay, so when I open this set up, this is the first thing that you get that's affiliated with the set. And then you have the tea. And I have this already in one of my old sets. All right, let me put this on pause so I can take all this stuff out. Okay, I had to slide the whole thing out of the box just to lay it down flat. And so here is how they packaged everything. Just in case you guys were wondering how to get it back, you see the cups, the bread, the challah, and these must be the cookies. So I'm going to take all this stuff out and display it. Just to let you guys know, the doily was underneath this heavy thing right here. And so when you put it back, make sure to put the doily underneath this again. And the plate was right next to the cookies. And then you have the glass, the glasses to drink your tea out of. So I'm going to set everything up. Okay, so here is Rebecca, and she is here with Addy to model what this set would look like if you were to share it with Addy's set, her birthday set with her table and chairs and the pie. So of course you have the challah, you have the doily, and both Addy and Rebecca have beautiful doilies that come with their collection. So I really think that that's great, because even for my display, I have a doily runner that protects the wood from getting scratched up, because I have Butterfingers. I ended up dropping the top of the tea set or the teapot onto Addie's table and nothing broke. So American Girl has very, very high quality sets. I'm not even lying. Everything is porcelain and glass. This is very heavy. You can put the glasses on the tray, but I decided to use the hutch that I got years ago on sale. And I got it for what I think was a steal because they were really trying to get rid of it at the time. So I was more than happy to buy it for Rebecca's collection. But I think the collection really works. I think Addie and Rebecca's collections are really nice collections. I think their stories are beautiful. So it's nice to be able to use some of their things cohesively. Um, they really, really correlate well together. All right. And that's going to be my display for January. So I'll talk to you guys later.